What happens when a self-proclaimed expert steps onto the dance floor, only to trip over their own lies? In the small, vibrant town of Crestwood, a dance studio buzzed with anticipation. Karen Whitmore, a brash newcomer with a sharp tongue and an air of superiority, had swept into the community, claiming to be a world-class waltz instructor. Her promises of elegance and prestige lured eager students, but beneath her polished facade, something didn't add up. The stage was set for a showdown that would unravel her in spectacular fashion. Karen strutted into the Crestwood Dance Academy like she owned the place. Her glossy heels clicked on the hardwood, and her voice boomed with unsolicited critiques. "Your posture is atrocious," she snapped at Lila, a shy teenager practicing her steps. "And you, Marcus, your timing is an insult to the waltz." The students exchanged uneasy glances but stayed silent, hoping her credentials boasted as trained in Vienna and mentored by champions would deliver. Karen's classes were strict, her demeanor colder than the studio's mirrored walls. She demanded perfection, yet her instructions were vague, her demonstrations sloppy. Whispers grew. Was she really who she claimed to be? The truth began to crack through when Sophie, a quiet retiree with a knack for research, joined the class. Sophie had danced competitively in her youth, and since Karen's lessons lacked authenticity. One evening, while Karen berated a student for ruining her vision, Sophie noticed her waltz patterns didn't match any standard syllabus. Intrigued, Sophie dug deeper, scouring online forums and dance archives. Her findings were explosive. Karen Whitmore had no record in any reputable dance circuit. Her Vienna training was a fabrication, her credentials a patchwork of lies. Sophie shared her discovery with Lila and Marcus, who were already fed up with Karen's tantrums. They decided to test her publicly. The studio's annual showcase was the perfect stage. Karen, oblivious to the brewing storm, insisted on choreographing the finale, a grand waltz she claimed would rival the Viennese masters. The students agreed, but behind her back, they planned a twist. Lila, Marcus, and Sophie recruited Javier, a local salsa instructor with a flair for drama and a deep knowledge of ballroom. Javier had overheard Karen's snide remarks about his inferior dance style and was eager to join the rebellion. Together, they rehearsed a secret routine, blending authentic waltz steps with subtle flourishes Karen wouldn't recognize, steps only a true expert would know. The night of the showcase arrived, and the studio gleamed under soft lights. The audience, packed with families and local dignitaries, buzzed with excitement. Karen took center stage, her sequin dress sparkling as she introduced her waltz. The music swelled, and the students began, moving with precision. But midway through, Lila signaled the group. They shifted into their secret routine, weaving intricate patterns Karen hadn't taught. Her face froze. She tried to correct them, shouting, "No, no, you're ruining it." But the students danced on, flawless and defiant. The crowd, unaware of the sabotage, applauded the unexpected flair. Karen's composure cracked. She stormed onto the floor, grabbing Lila's arm to fix her steps. That's when Javier stepped in, his voice calm but cutting. "Karen, care to demonstrate the Viennese reverse turn?" The room fell silent. Karen stammered, her face flushing. She attempted the step, but her feet tangled, and she stumbled, nearly toppling a trophy stand. The students kept dancing, their routine now a silent rebuke. Sophie, from the sidelines, held up a printed article exposing Karen's lack of credentials, passing it to the audience. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Karen's desperation peaked. She snatched a student's choreography notes, tearing them in a fit of rage. "You ungrateful amateurs!" she shrieked, tossing the shredded papers. The act only fueled the crowd's disdain. Marcus, usually reserved, stepped forward. "You lied to us, Karen. You're no instructor. You're fraud." The evidence was undeniable: Sophie's research, the student's flawless performance, and Karen's own clumsy missteps. The audience booed, and Karen, red-faced and cornered, fled the studio, her heels echoing in defeat. The aftermath was a reckoning. The students, led by Lila, Marcus, and Sophie took over the class, with Javier offering to teach authentic waltz techniques. The studio thrived, its spirit renewed by their resilience. Karen's name became a cautionary tale in Crestwood, a reminder that arrogance and deceit can't outdance truth. The students learned more than steps. They discovered the power of unity and courage. Their showcase, once meant to glorify Karen, became a celebration of their triumph over her lies. In the end, the dance floor taught a timeless lesson. Authenticity outshines pretense, and community can turn betrayal into strength. What do you think? How would you handle someone like Karen? Share your thoughts on standing up to deception and reclaiming the rhythm of truth.